What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to help you get to the next stage in the application process using your cover letter. So I've previously gone from putting in an application to 30 minutes getting to the interview stage of the process. So I know what I'm talking about here, and I'm going to help you do exactly the same. So there are three key questions you need to answer in your cover letter. But before we get down to that, there are a few highlights that I want you to remember throughout this. So the first one is to not tell them what you want. A lot of people make the mistake of kicking things off with, I want this, I'm looking for that, it's all you. No one cares what you want. Quite frankly, every business has its own goals and things they're trying to achieve. So the important thing is to tell them how you can do that instead. Keep it concise as well as the next one. So imagine you're a recruiter. You've got to go through hundreds of different applications in one go. You want it to be as easy as possible for you to understand whether this person is right for the role or not. So keep it really nice and concise. And then finally, don't send the same cover letter to multiple different companies. When I was at uni, this is everyone's favorite thing to do, because it's nice and easy. You can say you've applied to loads of different places, and it's sort of a nice feeling to tick a lot of them off the list, right? I know how you feel, but that's going to lead to you to having a wide net but not getting to many interviews. So make it really specific and make it something that's going to stand out amongst all of the other candidates applying. So what are those three key questions you need to answer then? The first one is, why should I hire you? So here you've got to tell the recruiter what you bring to the table and how you can help them. So if you look at the job description, every job role has a goal that it's trying to achieve. So that could be to acquire more customers, to optimize a service, to drive a certain amount of sales. You've got to find out what that is and explain why you can bring that to the table. And you want to have some evidence to back that up, to show how you've brought that to the table in the past. On top of that, in this segment, you want to weave in your sort of narrative. We talked about that a lot in the CV episode. It's sort of like your elevator pitch, the one or two sentences that you can surmise who you are in a professional sense. And you want to tie that in here to what makes you unique, and what's the specific element that you have which relates to this role. The second question you need to answer is, why are you applying to this company? So the reason they want to know the answer to this question is, the better your answer, the more likely this is going to be a nice fit, and you're probably going to stay for the longer term. So my top tip here would be to go to the company's website and find their core values. Find one of those values that really resonates well with you and you think connects well with what you've done in the past, and really stands out. So you can highlight that in this section and say, look, innovation, for example, really stood out to me. I'm an innovative thinker myself, and I've done X, Y, and Z to prove that. The third question is, why do you want this role specifically? Now, this is an important question, because they want to try and see if you actually understand what you're applying for, or whether you just need a job and you're sending off applications left, right, and centre. They also are trying to get a feeling of, if we do end up hiring you, are you going to need your hand held all the way through this? Are you maybe likely to hit the ground running as soon as you get through the door? So that's the other thing they're trying to figure out. So you want to show a real understanding of what the role is, and why you want it. So those are the key things you need to remember, the key questions you need to answer. There's a consistent theme there throughout. What you're doing is making a statement and then providing evidence to back it up, and ultimately explaining why that's valuable to the company that you're applying for. So remember those three things off the top. Keep it concise, get to the point, to make it as easy as possible for recruiters. Don't send the same cover letter to multiple companies. You will probably get found out by that. And then don't say what you want, tell them what you can bring to the table. All right, so let me know what else you want to know if you're a graduate or looking for a placement and you need some help in the application process. Drop in a comment, subscribe, and then also go to diversehires.co.uk. We've got tons of resources on there and on our LinkedIn page to help you in this process. So you're not alone, even in this challenging time. We're going to make it happen and get those jobs landed.